special announcement period for Metro Council members. We ask everyone in the lobby and out here in the audience to please give attention to our council members. All council members wishing to speak, please press your buttons at this time. Councilwoman Allen, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just have two events that I would like to make sure people are aware of. First, I would like to invite my neighborhood, but also anybody, to come to a Nashville Reads book discussion on The Color of Water, which is the book that all the city is supposed to be reading together. That will be March 24th at 6 p.m. at Bongo Java on Belmont Boulevard. So you got another week or two to read the book and come have an interesting book discussion. It's a great story, and I hope everybody is aware of that program. Secondly, there will be a community meeting to talk about a development at 1710 Belcourt Avenue. That will take place Monday, March 29th at 6 p.m. The location is still being tied down. It will either be at Belmont Methodist Church or Martin Professional Development Center, so check the Hillsborough West End neighborhood website listserv for that location. But that date again is March 29th at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Allen.
Whoops.
Councilwoman Weiner, you're recognized.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I sure appreciate it. Just wanted to let everybody in Bellevue know that this Thursday, March 17th, is going to be a really big day. At 11:30, Mayor Berry will be speaking to the Bellevue Harpeth Chamber at 11:30, and at 6 o'clock, you will have Team Bellevue, your Bellevue representatives from local government, Councilmember Angie Henderson, Councilmember Mina Johnson, Councilmember Dave Rosenberg. I will be there. State Representative Bo Mitchell, State Senator Steve Dickerson will all be on hand to answer your questions and address any issues that you've got at the library at 6 o'clock, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Councilwoman Weiner. Councilman Coleman, you're recognized. Okay. We'll come back to him. Councilwoman Dowell, you're recognized, and I believe you have a special announcement.
I do, and I'm going to announce them again at the beginning of our meeting, but I wanted to first announce that this upcoming Saturday, we will host our District 32 Neighborhood Third Saturday Roundtable. We meet at the Southeast Branch Library and Recreation Center, and the meeting begins at 10 a.m. We're going to talk about property tax values, commercial real estate, and how to use the online resources to look up your property. So I invite all neighbors in Southeast Nashville, Antioch, Cambridge to come out. We will have guests speaking about the property value, the tax relief program, and so forth. So any question you have about property taxes, and so forth, feel free to attend. It's from 10 a.m. to 11:30 at the Southeast Recreation Center. And I do have a special guest. I actually have more than one guest, some special guests in the audience today. We have one of our Boy Scout troops from the Lake Providence church, is chartered through their church, joining us today, and so I want to welcome them. We took a tour around the mayor's office and the council office, and so I will be announcing them again at the beginning of our council meeting.
Thank you, Councilwoman Dowell. And I believe it's Mr. Scoutmaster James Kelly. Can you stand? Okay. We are so very glad to have you and Boy Scout Troop 621 from Lake Providence Missionary Baptist Church. And we know that Pastor Maxwell is looking right now on Channel 3. So thank you for coming, and we look forward to Councilwoman Dowell's acknowledgement of you all at the regularly scheduled meeting at 6:30. Thank you. Councilman O'Connell, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wanted to let people know that Nashville MTA is in the closing stages of their strategic plan called In Motion, and there is an In Motion public meeting this Friday, March 18th from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the downtown library to help Nashville MTA determine our transit future. I also wanted to let people know that Buena Vista Elementary has a school science fair coming up on Thursday, May 12th, and they are looking for judges. You can contact Megan McGuire at the school for details. That's megan.mcguire@mnps.org. And similarly, there is a career day coming up at Napier Elementary on Friday, April 29th, and you can contact Whitney Slovic at Napier Elementary for additional details on that. And then finally, coming up is the citywide Spring Clean, and that is available if you just go to, there's a website for it that I have. If you are interested in participating in the Spring Clean details, you can call 615-862-8418 or email Metro Beautification. And thank you very much. It ranges from...
Thank you, Councilman O'Connell. Councilman Withers, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I have two community meeting announcements. The first one is this coming Thursday, March the 17th at 6:30 p.m. at Memorial Lutheran Church, located at 1211 Riverside Drive, and that will be for our Rosebank Neighbors meeting with myself as well as my colleague, Councilmember Anthony Davis. For our District 6 Rosebank residents, I'm really excited to introduce you to our Beautification Commissioner, Mr. Jim Gregory, who will be talking about cleanup activities as well as some tree preservation initiatives that he is starting, and I'm really excited to have him meet you and get to learn more about those programs. The next community meeting for District 6 is this coming Monday, March the 21st at 6:30 p.m., and that will be at the Shelby Park Community Center, and that is for the Shelby Hills Neighborhood Association. And I look forward to meeting neighbors out at those two community meetings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Withers. Councilman Elrod, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I just have two announcements. The Nashville Zoo will be hosting an Easter event on March 26th, which is Saturday. Starts at 9 a.m., I believe. But then also, I believe it's CNAP is hosting their annual Easter egg hunt and festival. I can't remember if somebody else announced this already, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Southeast Community Center and Park. So just wanted to make folks available for those and hope they can come out. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Elrod. Councilwoman Henderson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I am announcing or sharing that Public Works and the City of Brentwood will be holding a public meeting to give information regarding a traffic study of Old Hickory Boulevard, Maryland Way, and the Franklin Road corridor. This is related to the synchronization of traffic lights, up to 36 signals in District 34 and also in Councilman Swope's district as well. That meeting is tomorrow evening, Wednesday, March 16th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Brentwood Municipal Center, and that's at 5211 Maryland Way in Brentwood. And then a second event coming up in Green Hills on April 9th in partnership with Councilman Pulley. We are hosting a community transit day, and this is sort of a bus riding 101 for our community members. We're meeting at Hillsborough Pike at 9:30 a.m. at the transit shelter in front of Hillsborough High School, and we're going to be taking a ride to downtown Nashville. It will be free, and neighbors can see, how to get on board, how they pay on the bus, where they put their bike if they want to bike with transit, and all those things. And so it will be a round trip, or neighbors are welcome to stay downtown and return at their leisure, but should be a fun opportunity to get engaged with transit and meet your neighbors. And that's April 9th, Saturday at 9:30 a.m. in front of Hillsborough High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Henderson. Councilman Sledge, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. There is a lot going on in District 17 over the next few weeks, some of which includes there will be an Edge Hill Coalition meeting on Thursday, this coming Thursday, at 6 p.m. in Edge Hill United Methodist Church. That's all the different neighborhood organizations in Edge Hill will be getting together to talk with planning about the future of Edge Hill. On Saturday, the 19th, there will be a free sale at Woody Crest. That will be in the Woody Crest Gardens up there in the Woody Crest neighborhood. There's always a lot going on over there. There's a lot of free refreshments and free everything, actually. So in the week to come, we will be seeing a lot going on in the district that also includes, in fact, the fifth week that we have. The Sunnyside meeting is on Monday, March 28th. That's at the Sevier Park Community Center. Then on Saturday, April 2nd, we have the Fall Hamilton Community Day in Wedgwood, Houston. That'll start at noon. Edge Hill Rocks, which is Edge Hill's annual festival, will begin at 10 a.m. in Edge Hill Village. And then the Wedgwood Houston Art Crawl begins at 6 p.m. that evening of April the 2nd. And then also on that day in District 18, Council Lady Allen wanted to make sure I mentioned that the Islamic Center of Nashville is hosting its second annual diversity brunch that's tasting food from around the globe. That'll happen from 11 to 1:30 p.m. I believe they had about 40 countries represented last time. All the food's free, and they love anyone and everyone to come out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Sledge. Councilman Pulley, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Let me first start by taking this opportunity to publicly thank Council Lady Henderson. We've had a couple of events in our district. This past Saturday, we had the In Motion bus out there in front of the Green Hills Library, where we had a lot of constituents come in and give their ideas about transit. And secondly, she just spoke of the event on April the 9th, and she really is the person who's taken the leadership role in bringing these things to our district. So I just want to thank you very much for your hard work and your creativity and coming up with these brilliant ideas. So in addition, I also want to market a community meeting that Councilman Sledge, even though he doesn't know this yet, has been so gracious to allow me to take District 25 into his district. We're going to have a community meeting on March the 30th at the Midtown Hills Precinct, where we're going to talk about crime, and some neighbors very concerned about some of the things that have happened recently to them in terms of burglaries and car break-ins. So Sergeant Jones of the Midtown Hills Precinct is going to lead us in that discussion. And again, I thank Councilman Sledge for letting us come in and visit him that night. That's going to be at 6 p.m. on March the 30th. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Pulley. I have a couple of announcements for those in Southeast Nashville. We do have our transit discussion on Saturday, April 2nd, from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at the Southeast Community Center, 5260 Hickory Hollow Parkway. So we know that we want to be among the first rollouts of improvements and things that are happening in transit. And so we encourage all of our neighbors to please come out to this very important transit meeting in Southeast Nashville. I also want to recognize someone who is going to be confirmed tonight for the Board of Zoning Appeals, Ms. Alma Sanford. Could you please stand? Everyone give her a hand. And the reason why I'm recognizing her, because we have a huge Southeast Nashville Easter egg hunt and festival where we are anticipating this year again around 8,000 to 10,000 people on the grounds of the Southeast Nashville Community Center, Library, and Ford Ice Center. It is scheduled for Saturday, March 26th, from 9 to 2, and Alma Sanford is the president of CNAP, which is Crossings Nashville Action Partnership, similar to the Green Hills Action Partnership, who helped us to form this business association. It also is being hosted by 92Q. El Jeffrey Radio, which is owned by Santos Gonzalez, and Nashville Sports Radio 92.9. There'll be 30,000 free eggs. The Nashville Library will be doing their marionette puppet show for the children. We have plenty of activities occurring, many vendors from throughout Southeast Nashville. So I encourage everyone to come out. Our very own Alma Sanford helped to lead that effort and organize it this year. So we're looking forward to a very successful event. I also want to piggyback on what was shared in the Rules Committee in regards to our Mayor Megan Berry, who has graciously organized a citywide cleanup for the city of Nashville, where all of us as council members will be participating on April the 23rd. Those council members in Southeast Nashville, council members Bedney, Dowell, Potts, Coleman, Vercher, and myself, along with our area beautification commissioners and our school board members, Will Pinkston and Thais Hunter, will be having a meeting tomorrow to start organizing that effort. And we will have as a guest at that meeting, Ms. Sharon Smith from Public Works to help us get organized, and that meeting is tomorrow, March 16th at 5:30 p.m. at 518 Bell Road. And if you need additional information, you can give me a call or email any of your council members. But the meeting is also open to volunteers and those interested in helping in that effort in Southeast Nashville. Councilwoman Mina Johnson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to announce my District 23 gathering. It will be this Saturday, 10 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. at Brook Hollow Baptist Church. My guest will be State Senator Steve Dickerson and also State Senator Jeff Yarbrough, House of Representative John Lake Raymond, and also at large Jim Schulman. Also, I'm so proud to announce for a long time, first time, I have District 23 Beautification Commissioner Jay Matheny. Also, Public Works Department, Sharon Smith and Jennifer Smith will be my guests. This will be just a District 23 casual get-together and get to know elected official and talk to us over a cup of coffee and donuts. So hope anybody in District 23 or outside with District 23 will come join this Saturday morning for coffee and donuts with casual conversation. Thank you.
Sounds great, Councilwoman Mina Johnson. We have to organize some of those things in our area. Thank you. Councilman Bedney, you're recognized.
I'm trying to get the information to come on my phone. Thank you. So we in District 31, actually in Southeast, we are very concerned about a gas compression station. The company, Columbia Gas, is trying to build a gas compression station in the corner of Barnes Road and Old Hickory Boulevard. And a local group is been working to try to stop that from happening. It's called Keep Southeast Nashville Healthy. There is legislation that is sponsored right now at the state that will make a gas compression station illegal if it's within a mile of a park. And this site happens to be within a mile of a park, our beautiful greenway system that so many people use every day will be threatened by this station. So I'm asking people watching on TV to please write the state legislators, both in the Senate and in the House, in support of this legislation. The one in the Senate is called SB 1915, and in the House is HB 1966. if I could get your support by emailing or calling your state representative and the others and tell them that we want to keep the Southeast healthy. Thank you very much.
We are all supportive of that effort, Councilman Bedney, and I encourage everyone in Southeast Nashville to get behind this effort. Thank you. Are there any other council members wishing to speak at this time? Seeing no one else wishing to speak, I declare the announcement period closed. We will reconvene at our regularly scheduled council meeting at 6:30 p.m. Thank you.